Okay, let's try and refresh this as well. Hey, look at that. Matto is a tech support genius today. Also, yeah, you can see all the things I've been looking at today. That's definitely new. So, yeah, let's get some Beacon Pines in, because I cannot wait to see what's going on. If we finish this today... Ooh, quick resume. Gunfire Reborn looks pretty cool. It does. It's not out till the 27th, but it's free to play, and it's Anthro, so, you know, I'm sure that ticks a few people's boxes. So we are knee-deep in a lot of stuff that I still don't really understand in Beacon Pines. Might have to look because I started playing this and I want too many spoilers. That is absolutely fine, Cal. We'll be doing Peak Crew later, so if you want to take part in that, keep an eye to the Discord. And yeah, that is where it'll be. Talking of which, let me grab that for Key so Key can see it. But yeah, this game has been absolutely phenomenal so far. It's just been... what a sleeper. Real surprise. Like, just loving it so far. Thank you, Cal. We will indeed. So basically, let's go through... because we've been here. And this is a very short leap back to accept Iggy's request.
No choice but to accept Iggy's request.
I don't think this will end well.
With a quiet blink, Luca watched a teardrop sail down into the howling void.
Oh, hi, Dutch.
As his fingers slowly gave up, he met eyes with Iggy.
Good. Oh, no.
The two silhouettes were swallowed by darkness.
Oh, God. Wow, hell of a goodbye, Iggy. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Luca. Oh my God. I'm pretty well, but we're starting off with a bang, quite literally, Dutch. Luca, you should really step back. What? Quickly. Curious. Ah, but of course. Those fireworks of Iggy's must have been just the right amount of energy. We should get out of here before perennial harvest arrives. Not until you tell me what just happened. Your friend's sacrifice just saved this town. Oh, Iggy. For a little while, anyway. How? Tempus liquamine is a peculiar substance. It can change the relationship between matter and time itself. But doing so requires unfathomable energy. In a closed system, that energy can only come from its surroundings. A useful side product of this property being, by adding precisely the correct amount of energy to it, one can create a cryogenic cascade. So the gunk makes things cold and fireworks made the whole freeze over. That's one way of putting it, yes. As dumb luck would have it, the fireworks weren't strong enough to generate a runaway reaction. I shudder to think what would have happened in that case.
We have some idea what that would look like.
We do, Book. We absolutely do. We ended up with some friendsicles earlier. Check my email. Okay, let's have a quick check. Ah, thank you so much, Dutch. Thank you for gifting me a coaster on Throne for my little teapot. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Coaster hype? Yeah, I've got something to put it on now, so I don't have to put it on a tea towel. That's very exciting. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I will see if I can do one of those post things later, because apparently you can post directly to Twitter. I'll investigate that after stream. But yes, fonts. In case you missed it, this is the original Beacon Pines, which is apparently freezing over because of this reaction. So what they did is moved everyone out of the town and in 1 week rebuilt the town slightly further away. So it's like, oh. It will take them a good while to safely break through and access the source again. If you know all this stuff, why haven't you been helping? I have been, in my way. Each one of us has a role to play. Iggy's role, it turns out, was to buy us precious time. Mine has been to observe and wait. Wait for what? You. Me? Why? What's my role?
A twinkle flashed in Nat's eyes.
Luca Van Horn, you are going to save the world. Oh my goodness.
With a chuckle, Nat turned and walked west. Dumbfounded, Luca followed behind him, trudging through the snow. Every step taking him further away from everyone and everything he knew, and closer to destiny.
Yeah, that's awesome, Dutch. Thank you so much. Now I've got a whole set of...
To be continued in...
What?
Beacon Pines, Pines Harder. Revenge served cold. Second time's a charm? Wait, that's it? This ends with a crummy cliffhanger just when it was getting good? I was even starting to like Iggy. No way. I refuse to be associated with some never-ending parade of sequels.
Thank you, book lady.
Let's go back and find something more definitive.
Yeah, let's do that. God, the artwork's so good. Okay, so we've explored all of the ones we have here. God, I might need to get a guide at some point if we struggle for charms. Oh, we're going to interrogate someone. Going to run the classic good cop, chill cop we've done. Hard cop we can do, though. Let's break the squirrel man. Let's do it.
Classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times.
Rollo's going in for it. Go on, Rollo.
Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver.
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint. The
What in
chair
the world?
rolled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who? Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light.
Oh, he doesn't know. Okay, cool.
With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
Go on, Rollo. You can do this. I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Now hold on, let's calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in... As for you, looks like you're sweating.
Doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall.
The little hat, though.
He slammed the table again.
Now dance! What? I don't even...
Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You tied me down. How on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing, poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran. Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze.
Oops.
Now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good
He
lord.
shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? Oh yeah, we don't know what this is in this one. Okay. What's the source? It's where...
His voice faded to a whisper.
The town began. It's where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
Oh no!
Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. Think you went a little too far on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tolliver any farther. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library. If there's any information about this source thing, Kato can help us find it. Oh, yeah. All the kids helping each other. Awesome. Is there anything new in here? Can I do anything new or talk to someone? Hello. No, I can't. It's a dang nice library. Thanks, we work hard on it. Aren't you a little young to be a librarian? Oh, Kato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys. Love a game that doesn't make you walk somewhere for walking's sake? Yes. Just bring you to the bit that you need. I just keep an eye on the place for Ms. Novak sometimes. They got you working for free? It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favour. I already told you in Rollo. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Anchor Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing, we sort of don't know. Yeah, they really don't, do they? What do you got on the history of the town? There's the county record archives. What's in those? Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there. Oh, and it's not going to make me do that either.
Chapter 8.
Oh, it
6
might.
feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult.
Did they just leave him tied up? Yeah, they did. He'll be fine. He's an adult.
As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are going to pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm going to end up in one of these asinine death records. Rollo Carter lived a full and wonderful life, till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you've got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it won't be boring county records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
Go on, Beck. You're a county record. Really? That's the best you got? When I'm done with you, you'll be a footnote in history. Just like...
Beck slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name, Beck? In the obit, J. Hartford. From the Brookville Tribune 20 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name, Juniper Hartford. Oh. Maybe there were two J. Hartfords? Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. You're right, Beck. If your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over, then who am I living with?
The question hung in the air.
Oh no. Alright, gang, I've got to close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh crap, Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you going to do about the unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something. Oh no, what is happening now?
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business. Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
She's there.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Check on Mr. Tolliver. Okay, here we go. Doesn't look like it, does it? Uh-oh. He sure is gone. Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings and left without a trace.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. I just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
I'm afraid your jam delivery will be
He
delayed.
flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed, heh. Okay, now I can think. So if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. Guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Gotta get a bit of boxing in though first. Yeah, it was nice of her to take care of us. Oh, can I close this? I can't. But I can go out the back of the house for reasons. Oh no. Ran. Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed, play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened. His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Come on, legs. Just a few more steps.
Luca groaned and tried to move. His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The germ? Oh no. So Mr. Nuncreed's jam is... Nuncreed is the shop guy, yeah, that we found out in a different timeline that he seems to be working for the people in the hazmat suits. So, was she trying to drug him? Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Rest now and let me handle everything. Oh no.
Chapter 9. A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him? Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
'Cause he's evil.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
The festival. Yes. We must go to the festival. Also, again, I keep wandering around to try and find charms. My guess is I don't find charms unless they're in new areas, but I'm not sure. Either new areas or new things happening. So this is still open. Jam, 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 jam. Notice board, notice board. Okay, let's go. Ready for the day, let's do it. Hold on. Are those books down there new? Okay, close that. Keep everything a bit tidy. Do these open? No. Alright, let's go. Yeah, they seem to be events more often now. You gonna do the sneeze thing? No. Something I do want to see is this, though. See if anything happens here? No? Okay, cool. Worth a little shot. Oh, there's Beck. And Rollo. Where have you been? Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed put me to sleep. Whoa, ho, ho. Sly devil. Oh, I got a new one. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around, but haven't seen anything odd. Your ground is nowhere to be found. Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up on the podium. Everyone's gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. Oh, here they are. Here is everyone.
Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Ahem. Is this thing... hello, Beacon Pines. Even without context, he's a creep. Maybe leave him in danger? Yeah, maybe. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and... I suppose you already know that. Oh yes, before we get started... I wanted to take a moment to recognise someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man.
Class change!
Ah, Font, thank you so much for the sub. Huzzah! 8 months of subbing. Thank you so much. Enjoy your ad-free viewing. Enjoy your emotes. And thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Even that's more than the old codger deserved. Yeah, you get him, Jeff.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine, everyone.
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor. My God. Everyone hates Gumshoe. What a great turnout. Oh heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. It would be a shame to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Oh no. Community, conviction, commitment. These are all things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. Oh, sure, thank you for the stretch. I'll do that in just a moment. For us, these are the pillars of a bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I am dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
It's the music that does that. I've rearranged some of my subs to support those who I watch most. Oh, Font, that's amazing. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's always nice to hear someone regularly watched. That's awesome. It's good to have you. Good to have you here. But of course, as always, everyone, I really appreciate subs, but always make sure to look after yourselves before you look after me. Make sure you're well and healthy and stuff. You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
The second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Oh my God, I hate this guy. Community, conviction, commitment. I'm glad you fell down a hole in another ending. Change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that was that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are the horizon. Thanks, Key.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
Now we walk hand in hand into a future that we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. And I'm tickled pink that we'll all be making that choice together. How great is that? They decorated the pig. Yeah, because he won't move. They've just put all the boxes around him and just fenced him in. Oh. What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Now, everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I've learned one true thing. One always reaps what they sow. We've all planted a lot of good in this town, and so it's with a happy heart that I can proclaim
He raised his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest awaits. Oh. Yeah.
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end.
So, interestingly, just to take a little moment out to talk a little bit about science that I don't know enough about. So I'm going to quickly look it up. Because in the other timeline, oh, okay. In the other timeline, they talked about the guys in the hazmat suits were talking about the temperature in Kelvin. And I think it was 250 something. Kelvin is a weird temperature scale, but there is a point, a theoretical point, where when you reach, I think it's 273 or 279 Kelvin, time stops because it's so cold that it stops everything, including the way particles work. So absolute zero. And I'm like, because I was thinking about it the other day and I was like, that's a really high number of Kelvin. That's super cold. Is that really close to that point where everything stops? Are you still conscious? Everything stops. So it's like, no, essentially. It's like a moment frozen in time. .273 is 0 degrees. Is it? Oh, I'm curious now. Let's check. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Absolute zero is minus 273. So yeah, I just thought, yeah, Kelvin. Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting thing. And I wondered if that's what was happening.
Again, whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything.
God damn it, Gran. Stop blowing shit up.
Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again. No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
We will, don't worry. So, have we got... I am going to... Is there a point where we're at the... Fahrenheit needs to get in the bin. Fahrenheit is fine, I'm sure. Hazardous. House of Horrors. What I'm looking for is a place where I can go fishing again. I'm going to go back here a sec.
In the past, he found the best way to deal with an enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
So let's try this, and we're going to skip through. Going to skip through, and then we're going to go back to see if we can fish. Because I want to see if we've got any more that we can use. We've got any more charms that we can use at the pond, unless it says I have to go the other way. No, it doesn't. Okay, let's go. Hi there, Iggy. Can I use anything else? No.
Luca wrapped. Hey,
Okay. Good experiment, though. Good experiment. Let's go back to the tree. Sly. They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation.
Run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation. Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
Oh, they all do it differently.
With a
Okay.
few crisp snaps, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
What? What's going on here? I don't understand why they started Fahrenheit. Why didn't they just do what everyone else did? You're that Meowdor girl. Please call me back. Sorry about all
Mr.
this.
Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
Seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran.
Amazing.
This was gonna be easy.
Just know how Juniper is with her precautions. Sorry, you just know how Juniper is with her precautions. One sec. Sorry about that. He was just answering the phone. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. Love how your VTuber looks like they belong in the game. Also, hi. Shiz, hello. How are you doing? Been a little while. How are you enjoying? Are you enjoying Cyberpunk? Can we say that? Let's do a little shout out for you there. See if that works. Yeah, Cyberpunk. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Got myself a new little VTuber, which is good. Playing this game, which is honestly a real sleeper. It's really good. Like, super interesting. Like I was saying to chat the other day, I was going to be like, oh, I'm just going to do this once just to show it off because it's on Game Pass. And now I'm like, no. We're like 3 sessions in and we got to finish it. Finished Cyberpunk and ended up loving it. Awesome. Very slow. Yeah, I did get it myself. And Cyberpunk, that is. I did get it myself. And it was... I got it on Series S. And it was fine for the demo time I had. And then I bought it. And then it started bugging out. And I was like, oh, no. And I had to return it. But maybe it's better now. I've really wanted to like it. But yeah, this is really good. I don't know what the game score is like, whether it's hard to get, but it's really fun. So many story arcs in this. But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? Suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Yeah, the art is so good. Me and Key were a bit upset this week because we both tried to get the digital art book on Humble Store. And it's like, oh, you can redeem it on Steam. But when you try and redeem it, you need to have the game, and we don't have it. Like, I'm playing this on Xbox, and it's like, why can't we just have the art book on its own game, please? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
Yeah, you gotta have the game for the soundtracks on Steam. It's so annoying. So annoying. That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand, we never know who to trust in this town.
Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here
Twirled her
to...
hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
Who's that Pokemon?
Oh my goodness, it's a raid. Hello, raiders. Welcome on in. Mooncastrel, hello, how are you doing? Happy Sunday. Hope you are well. Chat, if you've never been here before, I am struggling how to type Castrel. It is the Mooncastrel, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Last playing Bioshock Infinite? That's awesome. How are you finding it? By the way, before I go on, allow me to play a little video to show a little bit about who I am. I will be Raiders. I will be right back. Hi Raiders, thank you for popping in. My name's Matto, and here's a taste of some of the stuff you can expect from the channel. Do we need jelly? I think not. Oh foot, I'm on my tow truck of doom, you can't get me.
Wow, Matto.
It wasn't me. Haha, chat, it was me. And this is where I keep all my Sonic toys. Look, there's Sonic, and Knuckles, and Tails, and Knuckles, and Knuckles, and Knuckles. Let's give you a brush. Oh my god! What? I hope you enjoy your time here. So yeah, that's the kind of content you can expect from this channel. But if you don't know me, I'm a cozy variety streamer. I like playing JRPGs, a lot of long form games which don't really work as well on Twitch, but I love them anyway, and I hope you enjoy your time here. And Kestrel, once more, thank you for the raid. And raiders, if you have to go somewhere and do something else, sleep, eat, drink, I don't know, anything else, and you can't stay, I appreciate you coming in anyway, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. You're loving it, but it's not your first go? Oh, yeah, I've never played any of the Bioshocks. So, yeah, I don't know much about them. But I'm glad you're having fun. Gonna lurk a tiny bit while I cook? That is absolutely fine. Enjoy food. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you again for your raid and bringing your community in. Some new friends. Good to have you all. Where were we? Oh yes, Mr. Tolliver. Destroy the evidence. Ah.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her though. If anyone were to find out that we're going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish clearing things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You're sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good. There is one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in Perennial Harvest transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. It's got to mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf. But all he ever sells is his apples.
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
Rollo is amazing. The password, Rollo. Oh, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he had a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it
Beck
seems.
marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried, covered. Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21. N would be 14. D would be... Ooh, it's an anagram. Nun Creed's drugstore. What?
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
Rollo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kren's new drugstore. I want to go there. Yeah, I think you were right first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Bill Cipher? Illuminati confirmed? Well, I guess we know where to go next. Oh, we do. Oh, the music's turned exciting again. Oh. Hello. You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have you? Nope. You got me waiting around like this. You got me waiting around like this. Like the last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late to his own funeral. Okay. Good to know, but I can't go this way. That's fine. Creed's drugstore. Can't do anything at Perennial Harvest. Oh. Here we go. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh, what do you have to report? What's this insipid town festival really about? I think...
Gus looked around nervously.
I think Mr. Kerr really does just want to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, heiress, and he isn't coming back. I love that she's called heiress. Just straight out heiress. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That's just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damn backyard. They're dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future, or be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus. Good night, Eris. Wow, that is kind of a sick burn. Get him, Eris. It's getting late, children. It is. Good night. Oh, you're still here with the book. Can I... Oh. Knowledge, he spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate when the villain makes a good point. Oh my. Better get to Nuncreed. Okay, so this is one of these timelines where I'm not allowed to be distracted, apparently. Oh, I can't. Oh, maybe not. Let's go for a walk. Hello? No. Grab me a burger at the diner, I'm starving. Sure will. Oh, Solomon's here.
Holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on, licorice has never let me down. Aww. Well, I can't say licorice will be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Oh yeah, I guess. I like sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. Wow. Well, he's right, it's locked. There's got to be more clues. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go for the phone box. Have you ever actually seen anyone use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed, no.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal phone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Karis, welcome on in. Happy Saturday? It's not Saturday. Happy Sunday. Hope you're well. By the way, Alexa has just said to Key, who is not here, it's time to take tablets. So if you take meds, don't forget, if you need to take meds, do take them. Is the main character a reindeer? Sure is. Lovely, cute reindeer, little lad. I mean, underground secrets. The
Beck
password.
opened the door and they all squeezed in.
All right, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
I knew it by the sweater. I know, right? It's such a good sweater. It's like the one I used to wear. Been fine. Good to know. Underground secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we... Oh yeah, it drops.
The phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground.
Oh.
The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I like when they have the culture from the countries where said animals are from. Yes, absolutely. You knew there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Oh, Rolo. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the trans-dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. Looks like each of these has something written on them. Let's have a look at everything else first. Oh! This suit has a broken mask. So have we found our mystery warehouse grouper? Yes, because Lucas smashed the glass on one of them before. We've at least found their hazmat suit. It walks like a nun creed and talks like a nun creed. Let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. Mining Operations Alpha? You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. Pa always says, you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. It's the thing about Pa, you don't realise what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office? That's where my mom works. What does she do? Side stuff. Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Might or might not be in the country Wednesday to Friday. Ooh, that's exciting. Yeah, the character design is really quite cool in this. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. It's a work thing though. Well, that's pretty cool. Don't know what animal is the chubby one. I'm thinking Maine Coon cat, maybe? But I'm not sure. But the Deerstalker is a Sherlock Holmes reference, so I think it's more dungarees there, but I'm not sure. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. This is getting to be very Stranger Things, and I'm here for it. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rollo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny meeny, miny. Emergency meeting! Rollo, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. What was that? Hide. Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back. Oh, it's Nuncreed. Shit. 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 Awesome. You'll need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password. Those Wolverines in this game, they'd be Canadian hobos? Potentially. Yeah, I love the character design in this, so good. But they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back
He
before
gestured toward the strange tubes.
all of this. That's a lie. It's true, I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us, says he's got an opportunity. He'd found something he didn't quite understand, and he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was, it's a lot easier to help others if you're helping yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Wow. Chat, if anyone comes to you and says they have an opportunity to scam, probably yes. Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Means tell me NFTs? Yeah, I'm afraid so. Afraid so, Shiz. Ugh. You know what? I can't wait for Need for Speed NFTs, because that's going to look real confusing. Don't worry, I'm sure their value will only skyrocket from here on in. Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes. Is there a point to this sob story? Not really, no. I'm just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know? My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
Color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground layer we've busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now, she's in danger, boy. I don't know. She had a map with a mark of the fountain in town square. The fountain, but why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
Oh, he knows! He knows about the other town! She knows about the source? What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all. You all need to run. Run where? Away. Don't destroy the source. It might be McDonald's Szechuan, and everyone fucking loves that. His ears are so floppy in the wind. Someone's giving him the suck. Head west, don't look back. Oh, it is a sucking pipe. Okay, that's kind of cool. That did not go how I expected. So... we're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side. You good? Yup. I love this town. Oh, Beck's so cute.
Chapter 8. The Cold, Hard Truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera, as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments. Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carom her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view. A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
Oh! This is what that was. Okay, so we've been here on another timeline chat, and there was this metal manhole in the floor, and it was like, we don't know what it does. Oh, a stretch. I think I will again. Lemon, thank you very much for that. Also, hi. Happy Sunday. Oh, that's a good one. Don't know if that came through on the mic, but that was a good one. Matto and Chatto, I might steal that. Definitely heard that, yeah. It's because I'm getting older. What's the TLDR? We were in Grand's basement. We figured out that, or Rollo figured out the anagram, which led them to Nuncreed's pharmacy. They went to the Nuncreed's pharmacy. We all went to the phone box, typed in the password, ended up in a place with loads of tubes, well, 3 tubes, which we've now got in, and we've shot out. We've also told Nuncreed what Gran knows, because he's realised she's going to blow up the source, and she shouldn't. Because he knows what's going to happen. Also, Nuncreed was approached by Sharper Valentine years ago to help Sharper understand something sciencey, and he approached Luke's dad and Nuncreed. Luke's dad said no, and Nuncreed said yes. So Nuncreed is pretty much working with Sharper now. Or was until he died, but apparently still has to do stuff. But yeah. Started clicking when I was 16. Do I need to be concerned? That is beyond my pay grade, but probably not. I would imagine not. And yeah, now we're in the Winter Wonderland. That was intense. Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it got on any of us. Didn't feel like we travelled that far. So where did it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone want to blow something? Why would anyone even want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. Got to catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. But can I go north? Oh, I sure can. Oh, you haven't done the realise, so you can't brush the snow off. Okay. Alright, let's go. This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow. No time, Nuncreed's getting away. Oh, okay. So we're not doing that. Barrels, yeah. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of the town. Ah, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. Rolo, stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimensions, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by travelling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective, kill us all and shape the shift into Beacon Pines citizen of their choosing. Wow. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it, we should keep moving. I mean, it's not beyond, really. It's kind of like... Yeah, this does look exactly like Beacon Pines, don't it?
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss. Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Oh no. Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you, this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Back held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? Yeah, I think it is spreading and they're trying to keep it under wraps. If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive. Oh no.
His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
What was like a brother to me? We just had different ideas on how to effect change. Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets. Now that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath.
Oh.
The moment balanced on a knife's edge.
Yeah, fun. I was just about to say, is that this timeline? I'm not sure, but I think it is.
Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind.
Oh no,
flooded with
don't give me a
questions.
choice. This is too important.
The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
Uh-oh. Oh no, what can we do here? We got a choice.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This'll all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I
He
promise.
stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall.
Ignoring his final
Oh
plea,
no.
Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness.
This will not go
She
well.
smiled, inhaled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to...
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence. Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror. There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end. Well, that was dire.
You're right, Book. It
On
was.
the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from.
Yeah, we did.
Now, we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
Okay, so what do we have left? I've explored a lot here. We'll go back and we'll do a hum.
And in the stillness, after the death of his father, Luca had trouble sleeping. Each night, his mother would sit at the foot of his bed and hum a gentle melody. It was the only thing that could calm his mind. The only thing that, however briefly, could make it all seem okay. That melody pervaded every memory Luca had of his mother. Shivering in the raw snow, he began to hum it out loud.
Maybe the ice just needs a song to sleep. Maybe. Let's see if it works.
Gran lowered the torch, listening closely. As recognition slowly set in, her heart sank. Those countless nights of consolation, the incomparable loss they shared together. She let the torch fall to the snow and sizzle out. A few steps toward Luca was all she could bear before dropping to the snow herself.
She's got so
Through a
much
flood
hair.
of tears, she began to hum along, note for note. Luca lifted his head in astonishment. The last time he heard that melody was the last night he saw his mother.
How do you know? I'm so sorry, my little buckaroo. Buckaroo. The only people who call me that are my dad and your mother.
Luca blinked through blurry, watery eyes, trying to see
Oh.
more clearly.
Oh, shit.
He could just make out the impression of a familiar face. He peered across the snowscape at the woman on her knees. Something about her was undeniably his mother, only smaller, older, changed.
It fucks with time. It does. That's right, buckaroo. Aw.
Luca sprinted as fast as he could toward his mother. They held each other close, and the cold retreated from their bodies.
Eleanor? I thought you were gone. You should have known I would never abandon my
Eleanor looked
son.
down at Luca,
Aw.
tightening her embrace in an appeal for forgiveness.
How? You're a smart man, Joseph. I thought you'd have pieced it together by now. You were exposed. Mom, I don't understand any of this. What happened to you? Where did you go? Why did you leave me? I never left you. I was always right here, Luca. Why did you lie to me? It tore me up, Luca, but I did it to keep you safe. I thought that getting answers would help us both move on. But the more I discovered, the more I realized the danger we were in. Until perennial harvest was stopped, it was better if everyone thought I was gone. You could have trusted me. These are bad people, Luca. They won't stop until they get what they want. And they don't care who gets hurt in the process. Then what do? We have to stop them.
Joseph slumped into the cold, wet snow.
They can't be stopped. This is too big. I tried beating them at their own game. I'm done fighting fire with fire.
First time in a long time, her voice felt like her own again.
No more lies. I see now. There's a better way to stop perennial harvest. The cold, hard truth.
Down at Nuncreed with pity. He looked small. Joseph stared into the snow, as if searching it for answers.
Come on, everyone. We've got a party to crash. So yeah, this stuff in the source screws around with time. So she is way older now. Oh, that sucks. You don't understand. He always wins. Oh boy.
Chapter 9. The Devil You Know. 7 months ago, Eleanor Van Horn crept down the maze of sterile hallways under perennial harvest.
Yeah, the opossum told us. Yeah, I know.
She stopped in front of the large steel door marked Deep Engineering. No turning back now. She raised a trembling hand. The stolen keycard worked as promised, and the door buzzed open with mechanical efficiency. She was immediately hit with the smell of disinfectant. It was some sort of laboratory. In one corner was a desk covered in papers. Across the room stood a tall metal pod with hoses protruding from its base. She rushed to the desk and began shifting through the piles of papers. They were experiment reports on something called Tempus liquamen. There were dozens of them. Every one stamped failed. Eleanor heard the sharp echo of footsteps approaching. She was out of time. Her eyes scanned the room, eventually landing on the strange pod. Muttering a curse under her breath, she dashed over and dove inside.
Oh yeah, we're at this speech now. Because normally it would have... It froze over in the other timeline. The full house always wins. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I'm Tickle Pink that will be making that choice together. How great is that? That man is... This man is a liar. Excuse me? I will not. This town has a dangerous secret and perennial harvest only exists to keep it hidden. Nonsense. They picked up the whole damn town and moved it right across... moved it right under our noses. You aren't making any sense, dear.
Mr. Kerr addressed the crowd with a sarcastic tone.
Imagine such a thing. It's absurd and just plain impossible. They promised they could fix the foul harvest. They told us they would clean this place up. We just had to leave town for a few days. But while they had us evacuated... Mrs. Hartford, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask you to... You're afraid of a lot of things, aren't you? You snivelling little worm. This is growing tiresome. A little help, please? Don't you all see? This festival is a sham. An excuse to have a whole town gather in one place. They're planning something awful. I don't know what, but these people are wicked. Don't listen to her. She has absolutely no proof. I am the proof. I'm Eleanor Van Horn.
Whispers filtered through the crowd.
Oh. Yeah, get him. Get him. Well, aren't you just sneaky as the dickens? We all knew Valentine's fertilizer was too good to be true. And now this whole town is paying the price. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so sorry about this interruption. My associates will take this obviously disturbed woman somewhere comfortable so that she can get the help she needs. Oh. Two-timing clown. We all know there's something wrong with this town. It was just easier to look the other way. The truth is... Oh no, it works the other way. He's sharper. That's quite enough, Mr. Nuncreed.
Torment dragged on Joseph Nuncreed's face.
Yes, sir. Oh no. No, I want them to see this. The time thing, it works both ways. It makes people older or it makes people younger. And I think this kid is Sharper Valentine. Yeah, the child's adoption was tied to the inheriting. According to the will, heiress had to take this kid in. Just a random kid and no one knew why, but now we do. You've been quite the thorn in my side, like a weed that's burrowed in where it doesn't belong. I must confess, you look dreadful.
He paused for a moment, plucking a piece of fuzz from his sweater and discarding it to the ground.
Consider yourself in rare company. You've managed to pull one over on me. It won't happen again. I knew you had some sort of plan to disrupt our little party, but alas, I expected something a bit more impressive than incoherent rambling. No matter, your failures are yours to bear. Mr. Kerr. Yes, sir. It's a shame it was cut short, but I thank you for the rousing oratory. I will take it from here. Oh, no. You've done quality work for me, William. You can look forward to the recompense we agreed upon.
Kerr gave a bow of deference.
Founder, you're most gracious.
Rippled through the crowd.
Thankfully, we can dispense with the formalities from here on out.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket. In one smooth motion, he downed its contents. A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
You can all call me Sharper Valentine.
His body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist. A hushed horror gripped the crowd.
Evil, evil baby.
This is a story about change.
Oh, it is as well? What? No. Ah, so you didn't see that coming. Good.
Sharper examined his new hands.
Well, this is quite the improvement. Everything looks so much smaller now. Eleanor was right about one thing. The festival was a ruse. I wanted you all to witness my glorious return with your own eyes. Cool, his suit was ready. Yeah, otherwise, you know, he'd be like totally naked there. Why does everyone look so downtrodden? This is a celebration, people. Maybe it would help if we set the mood. Mr. Kerr, be a dear and reveal the sign. Ah, wonderful.
Sharper choked out a crude squawk of a laugh. Frustrated grumbles sprinkled through the crowd.
That would have been awkward. That's true. Sharper, you malicious bastard. Ooh, I got malice. I'm glad you're back so I can tell you to your face. You destroyed this town. We ain't gonna let you get away with it again. Sorry, this is not the time for audience participation. Some assistance,
William
Mr.
Kerr gave
Kerr?
a subtle nod to the clipboards.
Does anyone else have something to contribute?
Hopeless quiet settled over the crowd.
I thought so. Did you all truly believe you could be free of me? Town of complete and utter fools. You people should be celebrating my return. You're clearly lost without me. And that leads me nicely to my children. Oh, Gus. I gave you both the greatest gift a parent can give, the opportunity to prove yourselves in my absence. Squandered. Say I'm disappointed would be an understatement. Yeah, he's got a red panda clone army. Don't know where from, but there they are. But silence Augustus, an adult is speaking. Don't know which is worse, a son who is completely hopeless, or a daughter with such potential who inevitably lets me down. Heiress, you fail me with admirable consistency. Thankfully, I was counting on it this time. Father, I have been wasting time, my dear. What have you accomplished? I was focused on cementing our legacy. Legacy? Who needs a legacy when you can just live forever? But what about... It's alright, kiddo. I'm afraid you suffer from a complete lack of imagination. There's just no helping it. Now then, where is Joseph? You didn't take the opportunity to slip off, did you? Ah, here he is. Everyone should give him a hand. None of this would have been possible without Joseph. I think you've said enough. Nonsense, the people who deserve to know how helpful and loyal you've been. Oh, you're a git. I only did what I did because he left me no choice. You always had a choice, Joseph. You were simply too weak to take it. No matter, cheer up, you're about to be rich beyond your wildest dreams. You should follow Mr. Kerr's example. When I found him, he was in a sorrier state than any of you. An aging actor desperate to recapture his youth. He played his part, and soon he'll be able to play the leading man again. Forever, in fact, if he remains loyal. That goes for all of you. Well, those who haven't already frittered away my goodwill. Beacon Pines is mine again, and I'm willing to share its spoils in exchange for absolute loyalty. Oh boy! Are you saying William Kerr was never in charge of perennial harvest? Ah, you think that puffed-up blatherskite could have accomplished all this? Dawn, I suppose it's time for your big exclusive.
Sharper addressed the crowd with indignant pride. He'd planned this moment for so long that now, at the deed's fruition, it almost felt frivolous.
Yeah, there is a lot of reading today. You see, I needed a figurehead to hold things down while I orchestrated my return. Someone to misdirect, lie, and bilk this town for a spell. So I invented William Kerr. Take your bow, you've earned it.
Flourished a preposterously elaborate bow.
Patrick C. Montesquieu, thespian extraordinaire, at your service. Founder, I just want to thank you again for this opportunity. Truly was the role of a lifetime. Wait. So this Bill Kerr was Pat C. the whole time? Now that your secret is out in the open, what's to stop this town from rising up against you? Oh, that's the delicious part, fear. Thanks to our clipboards, I know what each and every person in this town fears most. Don't. Ugh, dang it. Don't answer quizzes, people. And I will make those fears manifest for anyone who steps out of line. The choice is simple. I'm not afraid of you. Ha, the young hero. I've kept an eye on you, boy. You and your friends made a habit of disrupting my plans. What a pity. Things would have gone a bit differently. You might have had your moment of triumph. But that's fate for you. You can't do this. Oh, but I can. I have won. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time. And now time is my plaything. Perhaps the most expensive thing I've ever bought. But well worth it.
Sharper coughed up one final laugh and cracked his knuckles.
Enough chit-chat, let's get to work, shall we? Oh my god.
And so, Sharper set about remaking the town in his own image. The fertilizer factory soon reopened for business. Sales rose steadily as more and more farmers across the countryside began to swear by its miraculous properties. Beacon Pines became famous. A secretive town that, for the right price, shared its gifts with all. Gifts that became more and more necessary in a world where winters grew longer and longer. The end.
Oh, because of the... Oh, boy.
This is wrong, but things are becoming clearer now. You can feel it, right? We can't let Sharper win. He might just be the key to this whole thing. Let's see.
Okay, so let's see. Malice is there. All right. First of all, though, we're going to go back here for a minute. How on earth are we going to beat this? I don't know.
In the
We're going to go back here and try some fishing.
An enraged Roxy was to be a little chill.
Because we have a new badge. And I don't know, but I have a feeling when we go back and fish, I think if we get all of the things, we might end up with another charm. But let's see. Let's see. Okay. Pungent. No, that's... Is that all of them?
Luca gently good for skim.
There's got to be at least one more thing, I think. Alright, while we're here, I'm quickly going to grab a drink, chat. I will be right back. Microphone, hello? Yeah, we're back. Let's just get straight back to the game, because I'm not going to lie. I'm excited. We're getting close, I think. Alright, let's... So we've got a new branch here. Wait. Is the drawing of the tree becoming more flowery as we complete directions? Wait.
There was a malice lurking behind those eyes. Like a trap ready to spring. Luca felt the weight of Nuncrete's hand on his shoulder. Something wasn't right. He didn't know why, but something was telling Luca to get out of there.
I just want this all to be over. Of course. I'm sure it will all work out soon enough. I should get going. I told Roxy I'd check for Rollo at the treehouse.
Twisted free of Nuncrete's grasp.
Oh yeah, because in this timeline, Rollo is missing somewhere. Of course. Luca, I know your dad and I... You know your dad and I were good friends back in the day. You can come to me with anything. Anything at all. Alright then. Treehouse. Let's go. Who's this guy? The festival decorations are a bit humdrum. Now, if I were to throw a festival, it would be a thing to behold. I agree, this is all more than a little sad. It's worse than sad, it's boring. What if we did a little something to spice things up? I'm listening. Who is this tiny person in a suit? You know what that festival sign... You know that festival sign waiting to be unveiled? It would be a shame if someone...
Scurried off, eagerly formulating a plan.
Huh. Oh, cool. Nellie Meowdwell. I work here now. I'm unable to locate you on our staff roll. Oh, I don't officially start until tomorrow. Mr. Kerr said I could come in early tonight to get a few things done. Oh, please. Clearance authorized. Our harvest awaits. Can I get in? No. Hi, Jeff. Whoa, you could get a wrench to the noggin sneaking up on a guy like that. Don't scare a man while he's lurking, while he's junking, Sonny. Lurking? Also, lurkers. Appreciate you. Evening, Jeff. It's kind of late to be junking, isn't it? As well ask the same thing of you. Find anything good? Bah, ever since Perennial Harvest moved in, even the junk is trash. You can learn a lot about a person by looking at what they throw away. With this bunch, it's all shredded paper and coffee cups. Well, I better get going. I didn't see nothing if you didn't see nothing. See what? Exactly. This guy is just boxed in. I don't think I could fish anymore, could I? No.
Luca gently but for skim.
Can't talk to Bert? No, apparently not. Okay, we got the junk here. Righto.
He aired a long holler into the woods. Luca felt his eyes getting heavy and plopped into the beanbag. He conceded to its lumpy embrace. Once again, Luca found himself in a vast black expanse. This time, he knew exactly where to go. He took a single confident step forward. The world flickered and pulsed. He found himself standing in front of the frigid air of a blazing campfire. The source. He plopped down cross-legged and gazed into the cold flame, waiting. Soon enough, the fire began to die out, popping sporadically, until all that was left was a single ember. Luca stood up and dusted himself off. He plucked the glowing ember from the cold ash, examined it, and slid it into his pocket, a keepsake. The voice of his father spoke behind him. "You made me proud, Buckaroo." Luca turned to face him. "Dad, what is this place?" A warm grin grew across his father's face. "A place where everything that has been and everything that could be all wait together." Luca found himself staring at his father's face, trying as hard as he could to memorize every single detail. Wait? For what? Another voice spoke out as Luca's doppelganger stepped forward. "That's up to you." Without knowing why, Luca began to weep. Is any of this real? Are you real?" Luca's father bent down to smudge away a tear. "Of course. I'm as real as the part of you that misses me." Luca turned to look at the older version of himself. "And you?" The doppelganger choked back tears. "I'm as real as the part of you that's angry he's gone." Does that make sense? Through his tears, Luca laughed. "I think so." His father pulled him in for an embrace. "Time to go, Buckaroo."
Wow.
Luca was startled from his dream by a banging on the floor. A
you in
commanding
there?
voice rumbled from below. Just as Luca sprang to lock the entry hatch, the door knocked open. Chapter 5. Dangers Big and Small. Luca stumbled back. He heard the rope ladder creak under significant weight. Keeping his eyes fixed on the hatch, he inched backward to the balcony. As his hand grasped the door handle, Luca froze. A large figure clumsily wriggled up through the hole.
Stop right there, or I'll... Sheesh, I know it's dark and all, but I figured you'd recognize me. Who are you?
The large figure cocked its head inquisitively.
Stop now or I'll clobber you with a baseball bat. Whoa, 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 take it easy. Luca, you need to get your eyes checked. It's me, Rollo. Nice try, but I know you aren't Rollo. You're like one of his random uncles or something. Where is he? Ha, uncle. Luca, quit messing around. It's me. If it really is you, prove it. Flaming chicken coop, Luke.
Luca's jaw dropped.
Oh my god.
He peered more closely at the man standing in front of him. Something about him was undeniably Rollo, only bigger, older, changed.
How? What happened to you? When I was running away, I ran into more people in those yellow suits. They grabbed me and dragged me away. Oh, where did they take you? Dunno. They threw a bag over my head. It was cold and smelled like a swimming pool. I think it was an underground lab or something. They made my hands all big, look.
Rollo proudly presented his hands to Luca.
Pretty sweet, right? I mean, it wouldn't be my first pick for a superpower, but beggars can't be choosers. Rollo, it wasn't just your hands. Oh, bless, he doesn't know. My feet, too? Dang, Pa just made me new shoes. Wait, Luca, why are you so small?
Luca moved to the side and pointed Rollo to his reflection in the balcony window.
Oh, Rollo.
His hands shot up to his face.
Holy Toledo. Rollo, what did they do to you? They made me drink some sort of green crud. Ew. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It kind of tasted like licorice. Of course it tasted licorice. I passed out and woke up like this. And then I sort of smashed open my cage and escaped. Whoa, you smashed open a cage? Kinda. At least I think I did. It's all a bit of a blur. They had you in a cage? Who are these people? Don't know who did this to you, but we're going to fix it. Fix it? This is awesome. This is adorable. Luca, you don't need to worry about me. Sure, I got snatched, but look at it this way. I got snatched. I know where snatched people go. We finally have a lead on what happened to your family. Maybe you're right, but this all seems dangerous. Danger? Ha.
Rollo shadowboxed a few jabs.
I'll take them all on. They aged up a tiger. Pretty dumb, to be honest. Yes. Oh, hey. Hey, fellas, what's up?
With a yelp, Rollo dove behind Luca.
Did I come at a bad time? Who the heck are you? Oh, yeah, Rollo hasn't met Beck yet. This is Beck. Sorry, something truly bizarre just happened and I need help. I didn't know where else to go. So you're just hanging out here with your large adult friend? No, this is my buddy Rollo. This is your missing friend? One and the same. Reminds me of the Lion King. Danger, I laugh in the face of danger. Yes. Possibly a reference. He seems a little old. I'll have you know this is a recent development. The heck does that mean? I'm sorry, you're the one who just showed up out of nowhere. So we'll be asking the questions here. That's fair. How did you find us? Your silly little treehouse? I think you mean our silly little mission control. Hate to break it to you, but your secret path isn't so secret. And I could hear your racket from a mile away. See, Luca, this is why we need to improve security around here. Not now, Rollo. Beck, you said something bizarre happened?
She
Yeah,
shot a
but
nervous glance at Rollo.
Anything you can say around me, you can say around Rollo. This has been a weird day all round, hasn't it? Yep.
Beck's eyes narrowed.
Okay, so it all started when I made it back home. First order of business was to try and salvage my hair. So yeah, in this timeline, Bex got splashed with the green stuff that was on the floor, and it made some of her hair white. So I dyed it with some stuff from the chemistry set my mom gave me. Okay, just need to play it cool and hope no one notices. Notices what? Oh, nothing. I was just... Sigh, come over here and let me have a look. Oh, honey, what in the world did you do to your hair? I kinda just felt like I needed a change. It's gonna take forever to grow out. You were the one who said change was a good thing, right? I was talking about your mother's new job. I was talking about us moving. Well, I guess I took your lessons to heart.
Mona tried to put on a smile.
Or I forget I came up here to tell you that Nellie had to go into work. Tonight? Her and Mr. Kerr decided it would be good for her to get some things done before tomorrow. That Kerr guy seems like a grade A creep. He sure does. Beck. He is. Him and his weird cult of personality. You're not going to ruin this job for Nellie. It means too much to her. Oh, I know exactly how much it means to her. It means enough to her to exile her daughter to this podunk town. This place sucks. The people are weird. You just don't know them yet. It's always cold. We're in the mountains, you'll get used to it. Can't even pick up a single decent station on the radio. It's all banjo music and farm reports. You know, I grew up in a town not that different from this one. Is that why you're better at talking to plants than people? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. First of all, you're grounded. What? In the morning, I'll have Nellie come and see what we can do about fixing your hair. You need to look presentable for the festival. But not another peep.
She sighed, and after a moment, looked down at Beck sympathetically.
I know moving is hard, honey, but it doesn't mean you have to make yourself miserable all the time. Other people seem to have that covered for me. Oh, and if you decide to rebel by dyeing your hair more,
She flashed a sly grin and tousled Beck's hair.
I'll just shave it off for you. Think of how rebellious you'll look then. Very funny. Thank you. Good night, sweetie. Good night, Mom. Wait. First of all, this town does not suck. Second, you need help because you got grounded? No. I'm sorry you got in trouble. It's my fault your hair got screwed up in the first place. Don't worry about it, I actually kind of like this look. Great, can we get back to the story now? Next part is the important bit. I have this radio upgraded with my mom and she was too angry, and I was too angry to sleep. So I tried to dial in something worth listening to. Oh. Oh boy. Mr. Kerr, are you there? Mr. Kerr? Yes, I'm busy. What is it? Apologies, I have the founder on the line. Patch him through immediately. One moment. Hello, sir. It's so nice to hear from you. Skip the pleasantries. What's your report on the new lead researcher at Deep Engineering? Nellie Modwell seems to be integrating nicely. At this very moment, she's working to help us meet our deadline. She offered to work overtime before I even had the chance to suggest it. Excellent. And you have faith she's capable of finishing the work left by her predecessor? Her work must be complete before the festival. I'll make sure she stays day and night until it's accomplished. Good. You know how I feel about loose ends? Yes, sir. Once she's finished the work, we need to make a determination regarding her long-term prospects at the company. Immediately, sir? I usually have more time to fully bring people into the fold. We are in the endgame, Bill. After your failures with Dr. Prescott, can't afford to take any risks. Oh no! Yeah, Dr. Prescott. Dr. Prescott got deaded real early. Once she finishes the work, she will either leave the office completely committed to perennial harvest, or she won't leave at all. Perfect. Sir, if I might suggest, maybe we should delay just for a bit. Oh? It's just we seem to be rushing to hit this festival deadline. And rushing into things has caused some issues in the past. The Rollo missing lines when they went into the dumpster and know about the previous guy, right? I think so, yes. It's all getting a bit confused, but I think so. Please understand, I just want what is best for you. I'm eternally grateful for all that you've done for me. Bill, I'll make this very clear for you. I brought you in to make things run smoothly, not to have opinions. Of course, sir. Chin up, Bill. You're only a few days away from having everything you ever dreamed of. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Whoa. Yeah. Just so we're clear, when they said loose ends, they were talking about murder, right? Like actually killing someone? Capital murder?
Give Rollo a quick elbow to the ribs.
Who is this founder? I was hoping you guys would know. Nah, as far as we know, Kerr is the top banana at Perennial Harvest. He sounded scared of this founder guy. So we have an even topper banana on the field. The hell is my mom caught up in? Has she talked about the job much? Not really. She said she was going to come in and continue the work of someone else, of someone she replaced. Yes, okay, that answers that then. It is this timeline. Luca, do you think that was do you think that body at the warehouse was the person Beck's mom came to replace? That would make sense. Beck, it seems like Nellie's predecessor got, loose-ended. I'm getting that impression. Okay, so we need to get your mom out of there before the festival happens. That's 2 days away. Won't you just come home after work? The creep on the radio said they were going to hold her there until then. So if she's not coming out, we got to go in and get her.
Flicked a large sheet of paper out of her pocket and slammed it on the floor.
Maybe this'll help. You have blueprints? Well, it's really just a welcome map from my mom's PH orientation day, but it shows the layout. Sure looks like blueprints to me. Look, here's the reception area. There's a big room marked Founder's Office. It even has the exits marked. Guys. We have a deadline, we have an objective, we have blueprints. You realise what this is, right? Right? Is it a heist?
Rollo started to wiggle with excitement.
I think we're heisting. This is officially a heist. It sure is.
Chapter 6.
Oh god, we're all the way back at chapter 6.
The heist. They spent the night's end huddled around that small map, formulating a plan to infiltrate the headquarters of Perennial Harvest. It would be no small feat, a modern facility equipped with all manner of technology. Not to mention the swarm of clipboards that would most certainly be scattered throughout.
Ah, the clipboards. Not the clipboards.
By the time the sun began to peek through the car window used as a makeshift balcony door, all were in agreement. This could just work. The final day before the festival would be used to prepare. They'd need to pool every resource at their disposal, pull every favor with a thread. Even enlist some unsavory characters around town with important tasks only they were suited for. Luckily, there was enough ill will and mistrust toward Perennial Harvest that alliances could be found at a bargain. Luca, Beck, and Rollo rubbed their eyes as they exited the treehouse. They hadn't slept at all that night. There was no time. The festival was to begin in 1 day, and they each had their assignments.
It's proper heist music as well. Maybe we can sabotage the clipboards? Yes. Alright, quick recap. Rollo, you're going to talk to Roxy cordially. Without her and Fitz, this whole thing could go bust. Me? Cordial is my middle name. Uh-huh. And how do you plan to explain your new
at Rollo's sizable figure.
circumstance? Bah, she'll be so happy I'm alive she won't even notice.
Snorted an involuntary giggle.
And Beck, you're sure Ilona won't just shoot this whole thing down when she hears it? She'll listen. Once she understands the danger Nellie is in, the danger we're all in, the plan will make sense. Okay. That leaves me with Jeff and Iggy. How are you going to persuade them? I'll think of
They
something.
each looked at each other with sleepy confidence and nodded.
Well, Godspeed. Alright, so, oops, didn't mean to go up here. Actually, is there anything left I haven't seen in here? Got the rocket, there's a football. I can chill out for a bit. Don't want to do too much of that though. Got stuff to do. Close that. Okay. Where are they? Oh, you're asleep. Hi there, Beacon Pines. Good to see you. Hey, got it again. So in this timeline, nothing is done here. Because that's not moved. Alright, let's go and find Iggy. And Jeff. Can't talk to you, that's fine. Oops. Can't talk to you either? Oh god, okay. Lady with the book is still here. Undaunted, he shook his head. Over? No. Endings are merely a state of mind. This doesn't end until I give up. Wow. I admire the conviction. Can he really pull through? Okay, let's go up here and see if we can find anyone. Oh, Dawn's here. Hey, Dawn. You ever wondered why an agricultural company employs an army of survey takers? The clipboards? They say they're just trying to make us happy. Do they want to make us happy? Or just figure out what makes us happy? An important distinction. Dawn, you're right. Still can't go in the diner. Let's have a look around here. Can't talk to you. Can I still hit the watermelon though? Is it a watermelon or a marrow? Yes. Either way. I know we've watched this a couple of times. I just want to have another look.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great
Watermelon? Okay.
What you may not know
Oh
is
yeah,
a
because
great
it's in the
town
achievement.
from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community...
Marrows don't make a good sound. Okay.
In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company...
Yeah, I just wanted to see if on his picture there's a bit missing from his ear, but there isn't.
Experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Capital Riverfence Fund.
Just realised their company logo is has the infinity sign in it, right? I'm not going to question how you know that, but... Oh, there's Jeff. Hi, Jeff. What can I do you for? Well, I know how much you hate perennial harvest. Hate's a strong word. Oh, sorry, I mean... I didn't say it was the wrong word. Gotcha. So we're going to break into their headquarters, and I thought you might be able to help.
Jeff wheezed out a long snicker.
You see, I knew you kids were alright. Great, so you'll
The
help?
joy in Jeff's face drained instantly.
Not a chance. But give me one good reason I should risk my hide aiding and abetting you rascals.
Looking into the sullen eyes of his would-be accomplice, Luca blurted out the first word that came to mind.
Oh, hide, junk, shit. Oh, this is... Wait. This is a four-way path? Oh, no. Junk. Yeah, what of it? Sonny, I've got more junk than a king has copper. Ain't interested.
Luca wasn't ready to give up. He shouted out again.
Junk. Okay, so you aren't interested in junk. Hide?
Jeff's brow perked up.
What'd you say? Go ahead and hide
Sensing
then.
some traction, Luca carried on with vigor.
Let a bunch of kids do what needs to be done. We're not
Jeff's
afraid.
scowl faded with a sigh.
Say what you will about old Jeff, and they all do. But you'll never hear him say I hid from
One
nothing.
good stomp of the foot was all Jeff needed to drive his point home.
What was it you kids needed? Some sort of disguise. I got just the thing. And while we're at it, that crate should come in handy. This ain't gonna be free, you know. I'm thinking 5 bags of sour gobs should cover it. Is that why you've only got 2 teeth, Jeff? Put it on my tab?
Luca offered out his open hand to seal the deal. With a firm and dusty grip, Jeff reciprocated.
Done. Swing by first thing in the morning. Cool, so we've got a Jeff. Is there anything I missed here? Oh, I'm stuck in the table. Help. Come. Okay, let's find Iggy. Oh, there you are. That was easy. Hey Tish, look who it is. Luca, you here to try and tickle us to death again? Look, just hear me out.
An eyebrow suspiciously.
We're listening. Iggy, I know we've both been giant bags of shit to each other.
He gave a reluctant shrug.
You're not wrong. Lately life has been kinda strange, you know?
Iggy considered the point.
Things have been weird around here, so I'm offering a truce and asking for your help. What do you say we... hide our hostilities, at least for now. Hide? We ain't no cowards. Buzz off. Oh, okay,
Luca
fine.
knew he tried again.
Okay, cool.
Iggy gave a reluctant.
Strange.
Iggy considered the point.
Pull, break. We do like breaking things. Even if a truce means less breaking things. What if I told you there was a way to have a truce and break stuff? Go on. I need you to cause a distraction so I can sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ.
A wild-eyed grin spread across Iggy's face.
My, Luca Van Horn, I'm impressed. And after all this is all done, maybe you and Tish can come hang out at the treehouse sometime.
Iggy glanced over to Tish, who nodded in agreement.
Fine. But not because we want to see your crappy treehouse. We just like to cause chaos.
With a quick nod, Luca
But
was
in the
off.
other timeline, Iggy's like, oh, I always wanted to see inside your treehouse. That's really cute. Did you hear that,
Iggy
Tish?
gazed up at Tish with a smile.
He invited us to hang out at the
A single
treehouse.
tear ran down Tish's cheek.
Oh my god. I never expected this day to come. How wonderful. What the hell?
Chapter 7.
It's kind of adorable. Alright, chat. I am now going to have a little break, as we always do halfway through the stream. The tune's back on. Let's change the tunes out, actually. Where are playlists? Come on now. This one. And a random. Cool. So yeah, we're halfway through the stream-ish. And it's time for Peak Crew. Oh yeah, before I start the music, I have a thing to do here. That's right, it's time for Sunday afternoon Peak Crew. If you all don't know what it is, halfway through my long stream, the weekend stream, we, as in me and chat, the community at large, we do a Peak Crew, just for a bit of fun, and then we pop it into my Discord. If we want, we don't have to. There is a Peak Crew section in the Discord where all the Peak Crews are kept, so all of the ones we've previously done are in there. And also, I will look at the section with this week's one in after the break. So yeah, I'm going to put the Peak Crew in chat right now. If you would like to join in and make a Peak Crew, please feel free to do so. And if you would like me to have a look after the break, yeah, just pop it into my Discord under the Peak Crew section. Not the Peak Crew archive, because that's the older stuff, but just the Peak Crew section. And after I come back from break, we'll be looking through all of them. Reminder, the giveaway is still going. If you want to win a Steam code for Atom RPG Trudograd, type !ticket or !enter during the stream. I will draw the winner at the end of the stream today. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go off, grab a snack, grab a drink. You should all do the same. Have a walk around, stretch your legs if you can and want to. Grab a drink. Wiggle your arms around, whatever you want to do. And I'll be back in just a little bit. Thanks, everyone. Good job, all. And if you're still doing yours and you're going to pop yours in later, no worries at all. Why am I massive? What's going on? Has the zoom changed? Oh, no, that's the wrong way. Sorry. Okay, that's better. I was off the screen, so I have no idea what that looked like. Apologies, chat. So, yeah. That... yeah, sorry about that. There's not much to see in there brain-wise, so don't worry too much. Just want to be closer? Yeah, absolutely. I want to be as close to my audience as possible. Alright, dear friends. Dear friends, I think we're close to the end of this game. Which is an absolute banger, and Shall we get back into it? Shall we see what happens next? Let's turn the controller on though. There we go. It's impressive since I didn't draw a nostril or a brain. Accurate. But yeah, again, thank you everyone for taking part in P Crew. I'll be looking again later this evening, see if anyone's dropped one in, so feel free to put one in after stream. And yeah, I'll be looking through.
Into the hive. A good heist requires preparation, and thorough preparation takes time, something they had precious little of. So far, everything was in order. Jeff, Iggy, and Tish all agreed to do their part. Beck radioed Luca that night with a simple and covert message. We are locked and loaded on my end. And Rollo, after a lengthy confession, managed to persuade Roxy and Fitz to help.
Oh.
He stowed away in mission control for the night to avoid attracting attention.
Okay.
Rollo, being uniquely suited for the role, would be the first to breach perennial harvest. The outfit provided by Jeff wasn't perfect, but a convincing disguise is 10% wardrobe, 90% confidence.
Oh, what's the costume? What did you
Rollo
get?
took a few vigorous breaths and shook out his arms.
He's a handyman. Just stay calm, Rollo. You can do this. Got your delivery here. A delivery? I don't have anything in my notes about a delivery. One moment. From farmer to mechanic? I know. So sorry, but there's no delivery schedule for this morning.
He had to think quick.
That's because this goes directly to the founder. He asked that it be kept secret.
Rollo sighed, adjusting his tool belt.
You know how the founder can be. Suppose we can leave this one off the records. Oh, Rollo's so good. Our harvest awaits, and
With a
such.
stroke of his mustache, Rollo proceeded into the Perennial Harvest headquarters.
Our harvest awaits. Package here for the founder. Oh, I didn't hear anything about... Yeah, this is a need-to-know kind of thing. I'll just check.
He stammered and flipped through the pages of his clipboard.
This goes directly to the founder. Don't have time to fill you in. Oh, I see. If you could just complete this form.
Rollo interrupted with urgency in his voice.
Every time with the forms. Look, if you want to explain to the founder why I'm late, well, it's your funeral. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was again? I'm...
Rollo panicked.
No, Rollo. You can do this. Our harvest awaits. Sir, that's a restricted area. Excuse me, sir. Our harvest awaits. Ready to light the candle, Tish? Oh, God. This game is so cute and scary. It's such a nice mix. Yup. Suck on this, perennial ham fist. What was
The
that?
distraction was enough for Rollo to regain his confidence.
Just open the damn door. I've got a job to
The
do.
clipboard fumbled around in a frenzy.
I should check on that noise. Oh, come on. Just buzz me in already. Okay, okay. Nice. Phew, that was close. Yay! Our harvest awaits. Hey, I figure, when in doubt, stick with the classics. That was a close one. But you pulled it off. Nice one, Rollo. Alright, everyone knows what to do? Yeah, deep engineering is to the north. I'll go with Beck, in case she needs some muscle. I'll head east to the founder's office. You two be safe. That's odd. There's not even any cups for the water. Then why is it there? Maybe I'm overthinking everything. Oh no! This whole place just feels fake, but of all things, a fake plant. Uh-oh. Solomon?
Solomon stopped in his tracks.
Luca? What are you doing here? It's a long story. Are you
A
okay?
leer of confusion flashed across Solomon's face. His words rushed out dramatically.
No, I am most certainly not okay. Some strange people grabbed me and... Were they in hazmat suits? Yes, how did you know? They brought me here and they locked me up. And when they were distracted, I ran. Dang, okay, you should stick with me. We've got a plan.
Solomon's facade briefly faltered.
We? Yeah, Rollo and Becca headed to deep engineering. Oh no. Thank heavens you found me. We've got to get out of here. Can't just leave yet. But they'll catch us again. I've got to do something first. When you were running, did you happen to see a door marked Founder? Founder? Why are you looking for him? I'm not. I just need to get into that office. Now that you mention it, I do think I saw a door that said Founder. It was just down this way.
I happened to notice a plaque above the door.
Office of the Founder. Knocking comes with consequence. Oh, here it is. So it is. Uh-oh. Pretty lucky I ran into you, or else I might have missed it. Truly fortunate.
The handle.
Locked.
Solomon leaned forward to examine the mechanism.
Regrettably, it seems to be some sort of electric lock. Don't see how we could possibly defeat a lock like
He
that.
smiled and looked at his watch.
Just wait a minute. Oh, she's here. I don't know what sort of business you're up to, but I like it.
She mimed a quick hat tip and ambled off with a whistle.
Sufficiency the workers have their own cups? Oh, yeah, maybe.
The light on the keypad changed from red to...
How did you do that? It's good to have friends. Quick, let's get inside before someone spots us. Sigh.
Luca switched on his walkie-talkie.
Rollo, I'm in. As expected, there's a control panel. Great timing, we're stuck at a locked door marked number 24601. 24601? Why does that ring a bell? Need you to get us through. Is 24601 the prisoner number of Jean Valjean in Les Miserables? Eh. What if someone catches us? We should get out of here. Did you just Google that font? It is. There we go. Sometimes I'm a bit more cultured than I seem. I'm not leaving my friends, Solomon.
On the computer screen, a green cursor blinked in a password field.
Surely you don't have a way to get around the password.
Luca pecked out his best guess. Underground secrets. The screen blinked to life. Columns of green numbers glowed on a black background.
How did you just guess that? Oh, it's this absurd password Rollo heard when he was down here before. It's funny how someone arrogant enough to call themselves the Founder uses such a basic password. Or they were thinking several moves ahead, not expecting anyone to guess something so simple. These villain types always end up outsmarting themselves.
Solomon's jaw clenched into a half smile.
I was typing it as you said it, and then you said it before I could finish. There we go. Your powers of deduction are as impressive as your luck.
Luca quickly scanned the columns for number 24601.
Rollo, I think this should do it. Bingo bango, doors open, Luca, you never fail to impress. What is that slippery lout even doing down there? We have a friend whose mom is in trouble. We're here to get her out. I see. Okay, Luca, I think we're close. The next door's marked 13806.
Once again, Luca scrutinized the numbers on the screen. In that moment of distraction, Solomon reached forward and pressed a large red button.
Maybe this one opens the lock. Crap, we've got company. Luca must go faster. One sec, I can't think with all this noise.
He quickly skimmed the screen with his finger.
Here it is, 13806, go, go, go. Curse these fumbling hands, my apologies, Luca. Don't beat yourself up, I know you were just trying to help. He wasn't though, he's a bastard. He's a bastard child. Oh no, the clipboards. Oh man, no water cups. Rollo. That's going to be significant. Rollo, are you okay? Rollo, come in.
Mr. Kerr approached with a sneer and spoke into his walkie-talkie.
You can turn off the alarms, they're trapped.
With satisfaction, he called into the hallway.
That, my dears, is a dead end. Nowhere to run. Oh no. Rollo, where are you? Are you okay? Yeah, I think we lost him. Making our way back to Nellie's office. Okay, you two rabble-rousers are coming with us? Nope. Yay! Did that little shit just kick me? Don't just stand there after them. Oh, amazing. Okay, I think that worked. Roxy and Fitz have them on a wild goose chase. I'm having trouble following what just happened. Like I said, it's good to have friends. Rolla, how long do you think Roxy can distract them? How long can Roxy keep someone so pissed off they can't see straight? Let's just say we've got time. Entering Nellie's office now. Oh, they found her. Oh, honey, what did you do to your hair? I thought you'd be happy. I finally used the Young's Chemist Lab kit. You sure have a way of making me proud. Incredibly proud in the most frustrating ways. We need to get you out of here. We? Who is your adult friend? I'm not an adult. Ever heard of a growth spurt? I had more of a growth spew. No, that's not possible.
He leaned over to examine his teeth.
Substantial banding on the enamel of the molars consistent with the Tempest liquamine exposure? Is that what you call the gunk they forced me to drink? You drank it? Oh no. They told me it was only being tested on plants. Oh, Beck, sweetie, I promise I didn't know. Oh, she doesn't know, and they were going to kill her. I was brought here to work on the discovery of a lifetime. A novel chemical compound was discovered under Beacon Pines in a wellspring they called the Source. They named it Tempest liquamine. Pulls energy from its surroundings in order to fundamentally alter matter's relationship to time. This is very sciencey. It was the secret to Valentine's fertilizer. They harvested the source, infusing small amounts of Tempest liquamine into the product. It worked wonders, drastically accelerating plant growth. Crops would be ready to harvest in a fraction of the time, but it led to complications. The foul harvest. Perennial Harvest came in to clean up the mess to succeed where Valentine failed. But Tempest liquamine is rebellious. Rebellious? You can think of it as a manifestation of change itself. It's volatile by its very nature. So the more you try and force it to do a specific thing, the more it resists, yes. I can relate to that. My role is to finish the work of my predecessor, Dr. Prescott. Harnessing Tempest liquamine to reliably manipulate an organism's age. Just imagine how many people we could feed. Mr. Kerr was very insistent that we achieve successful result before today's festival. But you didn't, right?
Nellie sighed.
Don't know how much... You know how much I love a good puzzle? I poured myself into the problem. It wasn't long until I discovered oddities in Dr. Prescott's notes. Oddities? They contained obvious errors, mistakes that someone of his reputation would never make. So I fixed them and now I get to replace my entire wardrobe. I really am truly sorry. Meh, those clothes are all hand-me-downs anyway. Sounds like Dr. Prescott figured it out, got cold feet and intentionally sabotaged his own work. I had considered that possibility. I've sent a letter asking him to clarify his thinking. Mom, Dr. Prescott is dead. Kerr had him killed. What? I overheard them talking about it on the radio. That's why we gotta get you out of here. I just... like now. Wait, the vial. I finally solved the chemical equation allowing direct control of aging. Mr. Kerr picked it up just before you came. All the more reason we gotta hightail it. Luca, we got Dr. Meowdwell heading your way now. Oh, it's getting exciting. Alright, everything's on track. And what is your plan for escape? We'll go over everything when they get there. In the meantime, maybe we can dig up some more info. Yes. Security system.
Solomon muttered inaudibly.
Just you wait. Huh? Oh, nothing.
Luca
He's a
tapped down
bastard
each of the
child.
cabinets.
Dang, this must be the good stuff. They're all locked. Perhaps he's not as careless as you suspected. Perhaps, or maybe. Looks like the founder was helping Kerr plan the festival. Why would such a secretive leader be obsessed with a party? Only time will tell.
Luca held his hand up to the ashtray.
Still warm. He must have been here recently. Coats. Malice 80 proof whiskey. The chair has a little stack of books on it, yeah, so he can sit on it. They made a game about you, Pog. I know! I'm in the game. It's awesome. Hard drink for a hard man. Wow, even his alcohol is arrogant.
Solomon once again muttered under his breath.
Also, hi Kai, welcome on in. How are you doing? Hope you're enjoying your Sunday so far. I should just smother you right now. What's that? I said I shouldn't bother you right now. Don't be silly, you're not bother at all. Okay, so... Is there anything else in here? I can talk to this guy. I'm really sorry you got dragged into this mess, Solomon. You needn't worry about me. Well, I feel bad either way. We're going to get out of this. We're going to get you out of this, I promise.
With a subtle, quivering lip, a smile crawled across Solomon's
Thought you were a
face.
deer, not a reindeer? I mean... yeah. Hope everyone's doing well today. Yeah, doing not too bad. This game is... really awesome. Having tons of fun with it. And I think we're nearly finished. I'm not sure.
They heard the trampling of frantic footsteps from the hallway.
Lock it, lock it, lock it. Locked. That was close. When we left Nellie's office, it was swarming with clipboards. We barely got away. Did they follow you? Yes, they did. Rolo, before we start tossing blame around, is it possible someone ordered a pizza? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Oh, it's the clipboards. Definitely not pizza. What now? Don't look at me, I'm officially retiring from the heisting business. We're so sorry for the inconvenience. We just have a few quick questions. Just let me think. Can someone watch the door? Of course. Everyone else huddle up. Oops. Oh no. I think this little caper has gone on long enough. Solomon, no. Hush now, child, the adults are speaking. Dr. Meowdwell, a brief reintroduction is in order. We've never met in person, but we have corresponded. You see, it was I who hired you. Solomon, the pathetic orphan child, the powerful and enigmatic founder, Sharper, the fallen progenitor who created this town, Perennial Harvest, Valentine Fertilizer, all connected by a single thread, yours truly.
Her
But that's...
eyes searched the floor in thought.
I am doing is a good thing, yeah.
Solomon watched
Keep doing.
eagerly, waiting for the flicker of epiphany. With a sickened look, she peered into his soul.
Ah, yes, now you've got it. Tempest Liquamine, you discovered how to reverse the process.
Solomon clapped with genuine delight.
Oh boy. Very good, Dr. Meowdwell, very good. Though the discovery wasn't intentional.
Solomon glanced down, examining his youthful form.
And the effects went a little too far for my tastes. That's why you needed me to finish Dr. Prescott's work, which you did admirably. Mr. Kerr, the vial,
Kerr
please.
presented it with a theatrical twirl of the hand.
Oh, we're doing this not at the festival thing. Oh God. May I present to you the eighth wonder of the...
Before he could finish, Rollo snatched the vial from Kerr's palm.
Good job, Rollo. Wow, this stuff sounds pretty valuable. Be careful, you fool. You have no idea what you have in your hand. Actually, we do. You just did a whole evil villain monologue thingy about it.
Rollo casually tossed the vial to Luca.
Gosh, maybe I'll have a taste.
Luca jiggled the vial mockingly.
Seize him. Luca, over here. Uh-oh. Move another inch and I smash
She
it.
held it tightly behind her back. Solomon sighed, speaking in crisp, measured syllables.
You have no plan. I'll smash it, I swear. Fine, risk killing us all. Or, if you're lucky, nothing happens, then what? We capture you and grant you much less leniency.
He pursed his lips with feigned sincerity.
But I give you my word, if you hand it over now, none of you will be harmed.
Deep uncertainty washed over Beck.
You will, though, because you killed that other guy. You're a smart girl, Beck, but there's no shame in being outwitted by someone smarter than you. We both know there's only one way this
She
ends.
looked to Nellie shakily. With a dispirited nod, Nellie sighed in defeat. Beck slowly approached Solomon.
That's a good girl. Beck, don't do it. We can't trust that jerk. I'm sorry, he's right.
Apprehension, Beck conceded. Solomon pocketed the vial and brushed off his shoulder with a sharp flick.
Mr. Kerr, you've allowed yourself to be humiliated by a group of children. Report to my office tomorrow for a performance review. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Blood drained from Kerr's face.
Of course, sir. But first, you have a speech to make. Trot out there and give me the introduction I deserve. And don't forget to smile. Yes, sir. Oh my god, they're all so creepy. And to think, all of this is thanks to the efforts of Mr. Van Horn. I don't understand. How is this all because of me? Ah, I said Mr. Van Horn, silly child. Dr. Walt Van Horn. Your father was always a thorn in my side. I offered him an opportunity to be part of something greater. Something great, rather. But the fool was blinded by righteousness. He even broke into my laboratory in an attempt to sabotage my
Solomon
work.
shook his head with gratification.
But the universe has a funny way of correcting course. By meddling with a force he didn't understand, Bolt showed me its true potential. As fate would have it, Luca, your father's dying act was to grant me eternal life.
Muffled applause resonated faintly through the walls.
Oh. Well, that's my cue. After the festivities and my subsequent ascension, I will return to deal with you all. Until then, I suggest you use this time to reflect on the magnitude of your failure. Oh no. This sucks. Oh crap. Can't believe Beck sold us out like that. I'm not sure she had any other choice. So what now? What's the plan? I don't have one. Of course you do. You always have a plan. Rollo, you just need some time. Rollo, it's over. We lost. Oh.
Nellie was staring at the floor, deep in thought.
Sorry, Luca. Give me a minute to calm my mind. Okay. Hey, Beck. Hey. I'm sorry, Luca. I did what I had to do. I know. It's just, we were so close. I've got a feeling that eventually Solomon will get what's coming to him. Time wounds all heals. Clever. Well, time seems like less of an issue for him now. Hi there, Crypt. Oh boy. Dang. Okay. What do you have to say, Nellie? Luca, there's something you should know. After Mr. Kerr locked me in that office, I had nothing but time and curiosity. Poked around a bit hoping to find a means of escape, but I found something else. A note hidden in a false drawer. What sort of note? Dr. Prescott must have sensed his time at Perennial Harvest was growing short, so he left behind a letter with the hope it would be found by his successor. It was a confession of sorts. He left it for me, but its contents... Luca, I think they were meant for you. Why? What did it say? It was about an incident with your mother. Dr. Prescott found her in his lab with a stolen keycard. There was an accident. She'd been exposed to extreme amounts of Tempus liquamine.
The color dropped from Luca's face.
Did she? Is she? She survived. Dr. Prescott decided to help her recover. He no longer trusted Perennial Harvest, so he kept her whereabouts a secret. Over time, your mother led him to reconsider the purpose of scientific discovery. Science is often at the vanguard of change, but that doesn't mean it's always right. He realized no one should have control over something as powerful as time itself. I now believe that's why he began to intentionally sabotage his own work. Cost him his life. That's a reasonable conclusion.
Luca was overwhelmed with emotion.
But if she's alive, where has she been? Where is she now?
A sudden explosion sounded from the hall.
Oh, of course, because we're here, we can't stop the explosion. Wait.
Chapter 8. Comeuppance.
I mean, Kia's my wife and my mod, so if you come onto my channel, there's a good chance you'll see her.
Ears still ringing, Gran picked herself up off the ground. Through the dust and smoke, she looked over to see Mrs. Fratelli helping Hiram Tolliver to his feet. She'd had to beg, borrow, and steal to acquire those explosives. How many nights had she spent visualizing how she'd use them to make things right? And now, her one shot at destroying the source, that damned hole that swallowed so much of her life, was gone. Traded for this jagged hole in a wall and a foolhardy shot at rescuing Rollo. With Fratelli and Tolliver at her side, she stepped through. It was a strange feeling. The last time she'd stalked this maze of hallways, it was in a different body. They quickly rounded a corner to find a group of clipboards guarding a door. Something worth guarding is probably something worth seeing. She leapt forward, brandishing her cane. If her last chance at vengeance for things lost was truly gone, she would just have to fight to keep what she still had.
Go on, Gran, get him. Oh my god, they're all dead. Gran, what are you doing here? Luca, what are you doing here? We're here to save Nellie. We're here to save Rollo. Hey, Mrs. Lucas Gran. That's awful nice of you. But I'm fine. Oh no, what did they... And there's no time to explain, we have to go now. Come on everyone, we've got a party to crash.
They made their way out from deep within Perennial Harvest, just as Solomon finished up his speech.
Alright, here we go.
Solomon pulled a glass vial from his pocket.
We've got to stop him.
In one smooth motion, he downed its contents.
Aw, dang.
A triumphant smile grew across Solomon's lips.
No. Well, guess that's it. We lost. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Oh, what did you do?
With a mischievous
Hi,
look,
Queen Leo.
Beck elbowed Luca.
Welcome on in.
Remember when I had the vial behind my back?
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little what? Junk change? Oh. And also, hi, Caesar. Let's do them in order, because I want to see what this does.
I
Junk.
might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little junk.
Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes he drank his own cigar ash. How did ashes get into the vial? It was pretty easy to mess with the vial when it was behind my back. Oh, that's sneaky. Yeah, because Beck is the sneaky one. Oh, well, it's a bad habit anyways. Pa always says, bad habits are like 50-yard field goals. Huh? Hard to kick. Did everyone enjoy the Peak Crew? I did. I think everyone else did. Can't speak for everyone, but we had some really good results. Thank you for that one. You can all call me Sharper
His
Valentine.
body and face began to contort and expand as he disappeared into a belching green mist.
Is he going to change into a giant cigar? Oh my god. Well, that's one way to kick a bad habit.
As the
Jesus.
last of what was once Sharper Valentine wafted into the air, the crowd began to disperse, still numb from what they had just observed.
Turbo dead.
Sharper Valentine was gone for good. His end would be a new beginning for Beacon Pines, a new chance to let go of the things they had lost and grab hold of a new future. The end. Well, I'd be lying if I said that wasn't a bit gratifying.
You're too right, book lady.
If that feels to you like a good note to end on, I won't stand in your way.
Okay, what haven't we done? It seems like this will be the last one. Rottweiler got reduced to atoms. Sure did. Let's go back here and do change.
I might have tweaked his wonder potion with a little change.
Like pocket change? Oh, your unlucky penny. Oh no. Yeah, I plopped it in the vial when no one was looking. What's that going to do? No idea. That's the beauty of science. Was that a win? I would call it a win. Kind of, but there's a lot of things still unresolved. So we're going to keep going for a bit until we resolve stuff. You can all call me Sharp of that. Yes.
His body and face began to contort and...
What are you going to turn into? Holy crap, he's a baby? Yeah, but he's still Sharper, right? What he was no longer matters. This is an innocent child. I apologize for all the harm my father has caused you.
Eris awkwardly cradled the squirming child.
Oh, God.
She looked to her brother, her voice shaking with uncertainty.
Augustus, what do we... We always do... We do what Valentines always do. What must be done? I'll hurry home and prepare a crib for father, young Sharper. That would be a great help, thank
She
you.
looked back down at the infant with equal parts kindness and terror in her eyes. With a shake of her head, Eris addressed the crowd with a stern scowl.
The baby's face, I know. Okay, everyone, the show is over. You may leave now.
Epilogue.
Oh, okay.
Beacon Pines' coldest summer on record came and went without much fanfare. Folks shared what they had and none were left wanting. The new school year was ushered in by the falling leaves of autumn. After everything Luca, Rollo, and Beck had been through, middle school was bearable. The chill of winter didn't seem to bother people much. They kindled a hope for a better future in their hearts. When spring arrived, farmers planted their crops with a sense of joy and optimism. And as the dawn of the first day of summer came again, its light slowly spread through the shallow valley. It crept over the town square, across the river, past the neglected welcome sign, and came to rest on a young boy sleeping at dawn, his mind at peace, knowing he is here for a reason.
Gotta put the jumper on. Oh, there's the walkie-talkie. Rollo, are you up yet? Roger that. It's a beautiful day at Mission Control. Are you going to swing by? Be there in a minute. See?
Over time, Eleanor began moving Walt's old things out of the closet and into storage. Eleanor had moved back into her bedroom, and now that she wasn't sneaking out late, she even slept there most nights.
Oh, that's nice. But wait. Hold on. But she is still Gran, which is the thing. Are there more things to discover, I ask? Mom, I'm ready to go now. You go on without me, I'll meet you there. Got a batch of jam to finish jarring. It's funny. I only started making jam as a way to send messages without anyone noticing. But now I enjoy it. Oh, that's cute. Oh god, there's jam everywhere. Just sliding off. This house is so cute. Okay. So the thing is, in this timeline... Oh, this is gone. Because of course no one's there. That's so cute. Oh, hey. I hear you and Rollo have big plans for that little treehouse. Yeah, it started getting crowded after we revoked the max capacity 1 Rollo, 1 Luca rule. So we decided to expand. But at least we got some help with that. How's the internship at Nellie and Aloma's shop going? It's been great. I'm hoping it gets me into the School of Agriculture up at State. Also, Nellie said she'd write a letter of recommendation, which would be huge. I just can't help but worry about leaving Rollo. He's grown up so fast, but he's still my little brother. Yeah, he had a heck of a growth spurt. Don't just mean growth literally. This morning he was up and finished his chores before I even had breakfast. Well, some of that might be his excitement about the treehouse renovations. Don't tell him this, because it'll go to his head, but I'm really proud of that little punk. I'm sure he feels the same way, but he's just too dang proud to tell you. I know. Oh look, the little tree's growing. Hey Gus, how's the tree planting going? Couldn't be better. So grateful to Alona and Nellie for letting me help. I just wasn't built to be a mayor. Too much bureaucracy. Gus, we finished cleaning up the sidewalks. What's
When perennial
next?
harvest collapsed, most of the clipboards skipped town. But some stuck around and dedicated themselves to making things right.
Anyone with a knack for art can help paint the new offices. You can count on us. Well, it looks like you really found your calling. I never really felt comfortable telling people what to do. Now this right here, this is something I can be proud of. Alright gang, we're going to go all around and see what we can find. Because there's got to be more things, right? Gus is happy. He looks so cheery. And yeah, things are growing now. I see you decided on a name. Yep, we had to clear out all the old stuff before putting on the final touch. Slow and Dirty Harvest is now official. I like it. It was actually Nellie's idea. There's still a lot of work to do, and the name serves as a reminder. Just because progress is important doesn't mean change should happen fast. In fact, I've learned the more you care about something, the more important it is to take things slow. Our motto is go slow and fix things. Amen to that. Oh, what are you saying? He looked to his friends with a thankful smile. After everything that could have gone wrong, everything that did go wrong, we made it. The end.
Closing her eyes, Miss Hatch took a deep, relaxing breath.
Ah. Oh, hello, Luca. How are you? Really good, actually. That's wonderful. Did I miss anything? I think you're pretty much up to speed. Luca, do you want a biscotti? On the house? I don't really have time. Zario, you gotta come see this. I finally did it. I pulled the perfect espresso. Ah, Lumi. I didn't know better? I would think you were proud of something. Pff, as if I know. It's too late. You're now officially a person that cares. Young Mr. Van Horn. How's little Solomon, Sharper doing? Young Sharper seems to enjoy nature more than I. So we do a lot of strolling these days. Has he, you know, attempted to crawl out of his crib and plot world domination? Yeah. Thankfully, no. Spoke at length with Dr. Modwell, and she feels that Sharper's infant mind was not developed enough to retain his previous memories. For all intents and purposes, the child is unmoulded clay. Let's hope he's a little nicer the second time round. That is the objective, yes. But really, all I can do is try and hope. Two activities I'm endeavouring to find less distasteful. Well, I think you're doing a great job, and the whole town's ready to help out wherever we can. Can't wait to teach him how to throw a baseball.
Eris did her best to ignore the tears welling in her eyes.
That would be acceptable. Oh, this is nice. What's today's news that needs knowing? I'll give you tomorrow's headline today. Our old friend, Patrick C. Montesquieu, aka William Kerr, just performed a stirring rendition of The Iceman Cometh at the State Correctional Facility. I hear there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Well, I guess he has plenty of time to work on his craft. Yay! Jail for you. Dawn! Hi, Dawn. Glad you swung by. More follow-up questions for your story? Nope. I got everything I need. Thanks again for that. I sent a draft of the story to a reporter in Capital City, and they offered me an internship. Oh, that's so cute. course they did. You're an amazing reporter. Don't know all about all that. Story about a phony corporation that picked up an entire town of people and moved them to cover up a massive illegal mine shaft full of incredibly hazardous chemicals. Sort of writes itself if you think about it. Just don't forget us when you become a fancy big city reporter. Capital City isn't that far away. I'm going to have to come back from time to time to check in and see what sort of new trouble you've gotten yourself into. Sorry to disappoint, but my adventuring days are over. Ha, we both know that's not true. What makes you say that? Call it reporter's intuition. The diner's open. I can get in. Hello. Oh, hey clipboard. Can't talk to you though. Where else can I go? Can I go over here? Can I look in the bin? Are there more charms? Can I have another charm, please? Hello.
Mrs. Fratelli glowed with a carefree smile.
Is that your suitcase? That is 2 weeks of unencumbered tranquility. Excuse me. Would you be so kind as to take my order? 2 weeks of sand, margaritas, and forgotten obligations. Excuse me. I'd love to place an order.
Mrs. Fratelli sighed with a zen-like calm.
Just as soon as the lunch rush ends, I'll be a feather on the wind. You're going on vacation? For the first time in years. And I've got you and your mom to thank. Why is that? She didn't tell you yet? You two are going to fill in for me at the diner while I'm gone. Just like old times. It's fine, I'll wait. Oh, the music's so nice, and everyone is so happy now. Okay, we've got a few more areas to explore. Not many, but a few. Let's go in the library.
Over the school year, Kato and Bert had become close friends.
Yay! But did you know that when they covered up the source, they found a new species of fungus? Yep, and they're studying it in the new labs. Did you know that Pines is now the smallest town in the county? Yep. Close to population before Perennial Harvest moved in.
It typically went on like this for quite some time.
No new additions. That's fine. Can't believe it's over. Yeah, the town's really starting to turn a new leaf. Town? I was talking about Hank Atomic. Just finished the last issue. How was it? As great as always. Hank finally returned to Earth. But I just feel weird now. Weird can be cool. Just means you're ready for something new. Any suggestions? You could ask Mrs. Hatch about what she's always reading. She seems to really enjoy it. Ah, maybe I'll do that. Oh, everyone's having such a lovely time in Beacon Pines.
Luca peeked over Piper's shoulder. Laid stealthily inside a large volume of mathematics was the first issue of Hank Atomic.
Piper, are you reading Hank Atomic? Do you mind not telling anyone? I've kind of got a reputation to uphold. Oh, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Just about every kid in town reads Hank Atomic. Honestly, I'm excited for you. What I'd give to start over fresh, to experience it again for the first time. Guess that's the downside of finishing something nice. At least now I can enjoy it again through you. Promise to tell me about it as you go? Sure thing. And that's a bit like this game, I would imagine. All the people trying it for the first time. Hey, Mr. Nuncreed. Gonna go and see my dad in a bit. Did you want to come with? Even after everything I did, you'd still...
Mr. Nuncreed shook his head.
You really are your father's son, aren't you? I don't think I'm ready for that yet. Well, you're always invited. I bet he'd love to hear from you. I'll visit Walt in my own time. You run along now. Bunnies!
With Perennial Harvest gone, the transportation tubes were left unused.
Come one, come all. No one is too big, no one is too small for Jeff's wild ride.
Maybe not completely unused.
Just one piece of candy for the ride of your life. Who's next? Oh, are the bugs back? Guess what? Yesterday I saw a Dynastes Titius. Awesome. And that's good. It's great. Haven't spotted one of those in years. At this rate, Beacon Pines is going to become the bug capital of the county. Can I go in your house? Sure can't. Got the keep out here, that's good. Woo! Oh, this is the new mushroom. Okay, so there's nothing here for me to see, as far as I know. Can I go in this? I cannot. Okay, to the treehouse then. I think we've spoken to everyone. Gosh dang, this game is so amazing. Luca, get this? I managed to reel in an actual fish this morning. Seriously? Yeah, honest to goodness. Flip-flop in, swim, swam in, fish. Don't think I've ever caught an actual fish here. Been at least 7 years since I caught one. I'd say it's a good omen. What'd you do with the fish? I released it back into the pond. I'm hoping to catch it again tomorrow. Okay. I don't have another one.
Good for skimming.
So I think there's got to be one more I can have. Alright, let's oh my god, look at everyone. Oh, they're so cute. I'm telling you, the angle isn't the issue. We need more power to the radio. Luca, there you are. Would you tell them... Would you tell him it's not the angle? Hey, I'm not in charge of antenna redesign. Fine, fine, Iggy, just don't do anything drastic till we get back. Who, me? Tish, you're in charge while I'm gone. Yup. Tish is great. That'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. If we really want mission control to turn into something bigger and better, we have to loosen our grip a bit. Sigh, you're right, lead the way. Okay, we're going to go off to see Beck, which is this way now. Is this the true ending, though? Is there a true ending? I'm utterly convinced that the, those things on the blanket do something. I have news I think you'll enjoy. This morning I unpacked my last box. You've officially moved in. It's just a box. Let's not blow this out of proportion. Sounds an awful lot like putting down roots. I guess I decided this place is root worthy. I'm going to be stuck with me for the foreseeable future. I do have to warn you, most years aren't going to be as interesting as this one. I think I'll manage. Ready? Before we go, there's a bit of a surprise. Ooh. Ah. My mom's prepared this treat especially for you. Didn't have to do that. It wasn't just them. Just about the whole town pitched in. We all owe you. It should do okay in the cold of old Beacon Pines. And thrive as things warm up. That's perfect. Let's go. Oh wait, we didn't go down and see the watermelon one last time. We got to do that. Hey Luca, can you tell Roxy I'll be free in an hour? Sure thing. My dad's making me stock the shelves for the summer. He said it builds character. I think he meant to say it builds calluses. Builds character. Yeah, it builds something, alright. Luca, can I interest you in a delicious apple? Where's your candy, old man?
You waggled an apple.
No thank, just saying hello. Well, hello then. Mind telling your mom we need a new crate of jam? Already? It's funny, I used to hide this stuff in the back. Terrified that someone would find out about our secret messages. Now everyone wants to get their hands on Eleanor Van Horn's famous spy jam. Okay, that's done. Wow, back for seconds? It's not too much trouble. For the longest time, I didn't understand the appeal of ice cream. It serves no purpose, other than to be briefly enjoyed and then it's gone. But it's pretty tasty while it lasts. I'm inclined to agree. Who is this? Why is this small child wearing a full suit? It's a great name for jam, it sure is. Okay, we need to go to the wild ride now. Was that the one up the ladder doing the sign early on? Maybe. Ah, you got it. Now that's a good looking tree. Being a special occasion and whatnot, this ride's on the house. You're going to want to hang on tight to that little tree. Ah.
I think this is it. The end I've been waiting for. Honestly, I'd begun to lose hope of ever finding it. But then you came along. I don't know exactly how to thank you. It's hard to explain how much this means to me. It's funny, now that our time together is finally ending, I'm at a loss for words. Let's just watch the end together.
Done. A good little tree. The best little tree. Thank you, children. This means a lot. Yeah, thanks for everything. Shucks, I only did what any super awesome best buddy would have done. We should probably give you some time alone now. You good? Yeah, I am. It's been a wild year. How are you feeling? Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm fine, really. I always said the only thing fitter than a fiddle is a cello. Feel like a dang cello. Well, if you ever stop feeling like a cello, I'm here for you. I know, you don't even have to say it. You two make an awesome pair. Excuse me? We're a trio now. Yep. Thanks. It's just one thing missing now that you're part of our group. Missing? Let me tell you a little story about a man named Hank Atomic. Oh God. I won't be long. We'll be waiting for you back at the phone booth. I found the perfect way to start our summer. You got some good friends. I'm so proud of you. Your father would be so proud. I know. Mom, can I ask you a question? Do you ever dream about Dad? Not a night goes by that I don't. Are you ever afraid you're going to forget him? Forget what he looked like, forget his voice? No, because so much of him lives on in you. He loved that old tree, but I know he would have loved this one more. Because his two favourite people planted it. I'll give you two a moment. Oh. Oh, that's so nice. Hey Dad, Dr. Modal says that over the next few years, this place should warm up. So you won't have to be so cold for much longer. I think I finally understand why you left that night. There were things you believed in. Big things. Those beliefs were the things that made you you. If you wouldn't have stood up to Sharper, stood for what you believed in, you wouldn't have been the same person anymore. You had to go. But that didn't mean you loved us any less. Aww. Luca is the perfect little child. I might not visit you as much as I used to. I know you understand. Oh. He's the perfect little dear child. Close the book. I sure did. Oof. That was awesome. Wow, what an amazing game. What a sleeper. Folks, go and check this out if you can. What an amazing game. Awesome, emotional, wholesome game. It sure is. Oh yeah, Font, you made it through. Good job. I did. Unfortunately, I had to deal with some emails in the middle of it, but this was a nice adventure. It was. And I can't believe it's a Kickstarter that's just grown into this. Amazing. Absolute 10 out of 10. Superb. And I think that's... Yeah, okay. I've just... Because I finished, I've kind of spoiled myself. That is... Oh. I think that's it. I still don't understand what the fishing bit was. What was the fishing bit for? Tom, thank you for the pets. I'm going to look it up. Yeah. Oh my god. What a story. Maybe to get an achievement when you finish it? I think so. I don't think there's any other endings or anything, so... But yeah, thank you everyone for joining me on that. What a great little game. What a great little game. I absolutely love that. Superb. Go and check it out if you can. Please and thank you. But while I have you, quick reminder. Oh, hold up. 10 years later. Oh no. Oh no. Heck. Well then. So foreboding, but yeah. Great game.